Hello, everybody. I have been up all night. Hello there, Pamela McCredo. I got a good one for y'all this morning. I've been thinking about it all night. Maybe we can get a few people in here. I know it's kind of early, but I'm on this bad sleeping knack. Hey, Teresa. Southern home cooking. Good morning. Hey, Jane. Hey, Courtney. I got a good one for y'all here, y'all. I don't hardly know how to start. I'm going to try to tie a bunch of stuff together. Oh, well. Yeah, it is, Janie Jane. It sure is upside down. And I'll tell you what now. Just while we're waiting on a few people. Well, I done a video yesterday morning. Hey, drummer son. Good morning, everybody, y'all. I done a video yesterday morning. On this channel. And I mean, there's some people on this channel that refuse to watch me. That's okay. I'm all right with that. But somebody's wrong, you know. And let me just tell you, like, somebody's wrong. Somebody's right, somebody's wrong. The video of grandma that made, about the, getting the stove. I went and looked at the audit's retention on it. The average view duration, it was real good. Real good. The video I done yesterday morning, just playing around, was about equal to the one that grandma got with the stove. They was about equal. I think Tammy's channel's gonna catch a break. Hey, Miss Angel. Is there loss? Yeah. I think Tammy's channel's gonna catch a break. Matter of fact, I think it already is starting to. We'll see. But oh yeah, I about forget to tell y'all the punchline. I read the audit's retention wrong. The average view duration. I read it wrong on mine. On my video. I told Tammy, I said, Tammy, I guess I probably need to do these videos, not do no more over here. I said, the people that are coming in and don't want to stay or killing me. Kind of that, kind of like that vertical and horizontal business. When you vertical, they just fake people coming in, and but when I read it wrong. Cause I was, gonna tell y'all, that I was gonna be doing this on Southern Ideas from here on out. And you know what, y'all? I'm beating everybody. Doing just what I'm doing right here. I'm beating everybody. You don't get the average view duration I'm getting without people watching. But me and Grandma was about tit for tat. The one I done yesterday morning when I was just fooling around. That's what I say, y'all. Somebody's wrong. And I mean, I might move to Southern Ideas full time anyway. If Tammy ever gets, I can't hardly get her going, y'all. I can't hardly get her going. But I watched a video last night. Hey, Betty. Yeah, a lot of people did, Miss Angela. That's how good they are. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about average view duration. Her video was high. And the one I done yesterday morning was high on her. It's just a shame they don't get no more views because YouTube knows it's good. They know it's good. I'm talking about I'm beating Tammy and Grandma. That's the kind of good I'm talking about. And I mean, you know, uh, it ain't I want to beat them. It ain't that at all. Uh, I wish they'd beaten me. I do. Wish they was beating me. But that ain't. I was just talking about that while I was waiting for a few people to get in there. I run across a man last night. Yeah, thank you, Jane. He ain't no dummy. I was listening to him talking, and I noticed how much he sounded like me. Not his voice, but he's all over the place, and he made sense talking. He's talking about a bunch of different things and stuff. But I heard him talking about why he's single. And I think about 60 years old. And he quit dating. Don't want to date nobody. He wants to be at home by himself, him and his dogs. And I actually think if he'd have thought about what he was saying before he said it, and it was an edited video. So I guess he did think about it. Because he had plenty of time to think about it. Because he knows how to edit. He's not that good, but he does know how to edit and get by. So I'm going to tell you what he said. He said, I don't like fat women. He said, that's all we got around here is fat women. It could get. Y'all going to have to listen to what I'm saying. And he had lost 100 pounds. Well, he might have been a little fat himself, at one time. Well, here's the truth, girls. Women don't hold weight against the men the way the men hold their weight against them. And this is a mighty bad thing. I'm gonna pull something in here so y'all can be looking at it. There's my. Yeah, he has big opinions. This guy reminded me of me. You see that right there, my title? Good morning, everybody. And you know that's a lot what's wrong with the world. I'm gonna cover quite a bit of ground here. Am I not covered in the right order? I'm gonna get around to everything that's on my mind. Like the one time where women catch a break. The one time they catch a break. It's okay for women to be with younger men. That's accepted. They don't even nobody laugh about it. But when us men seeing a man 78 years old that's rich, that's going with a cheerleader, we laugh. The women can do it. They can go with the younger men. Nobody don't even think nothing about it. Matter of fact, in my book, that shows you how pretty they are. If they can go with younger men and actually get away with it. And, we live with this stuff, about nobody don't talk about it. Like, look at the women on Fox News. Look at the movies. Look at the rich men that used to be married to a normal woman at one time. And and I think that society has it all wrong. Myself. I would hate to I would hate myself if I actually didn't like somebody because they was overweight. I know I would hate myself. And I mean, I can tell you about my brother. You know, one time you'd see him with a bikini girl, and you'll always see him one with twice his size. He actually preferred twice his size. And there's me in our air like that. And his son, Clay, his wife ain't little. So you look at somebody and you judge him because they on the heavy side. See, there's a cure for being heavy. There ain't no cure for a black heart. I mean, I've been thinking about this all night. You know, some people eat, they can eat all they want and won't gain a pound. I know something like that. I was like that for a long time, y'all. And then Tammy, she works hard at her weight. She can look at food and gain a pound. But she works hard at it. That's what makes you beautiful inside and out, Danny. You are an angel. Yeah, I don't think people know me. The people you hear me getting on here getting, they need it. They need straightening up. You know, I was talking about the kiss of yesterday morning. One of them women I was talking about, one of Cathy's friends, Called up to him. Talked to him an hour and a half. Asking him questions. And I don't remember what all she told me, but one of the questions was, how much money do y'all make a month? Not you two. Don't you know? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. When you hear me on there coming down on somebody, I ain't just doing it just for fun. Don't you know that's wrong? Hey, Ron. Ain't seen you in a while, brother. Oh, I seen this pretty girl on Facebook. I would put her picture in here, but man, I don't know what her name is. But I used to run across. You know, what I mean, I used to look at Facebook a lot more than I do now. Now I hardly look at all. But I seen this girl on there, and I seen her before she had the surgery. Them implants. And it wasn't too long after that. Stephen knew him too. I said, you watch, Stephen. I said, she won't be with that boy much longer. And she wasn't. Him, I don't know what it is about them implants. It makes them go crazy. Yep, they. I mean, I don't know whether the boy and the girl is married or just dating. You always seen them together. But like, he ain't in the group pictures no more. And I know several girls that had that done. And it messed him up too. All of them but one. Well, I know two. It didn't mess him up. It actually doing what it was supposed to do. Make them feel better about themselves. That's something I don't understand, but I guess I get it, you know. I guess I get it. But when it turns you into a monster, I did like her until I heard her talking. From that day on, I didn't care for her no more. She meant it. Oh, You know what if two people was blind? Nobody wanted the blind girl. Nobody wanted the blind boy. Just saying. And then they met. I don't think one of them would be worried about the other one weighing too much. Oh, if you just I've told Stephen a bunch of times. Is you think I would want to be with and no, I mean it seemed like to me that like a lot of pretty women fall into this category. You can't tell them nothing. Them real pretty ones. Which I mean, I know some that he's pretty, but got a pretty heart too. But I know some that's pretty, they look down on the world. Every one of y'all know people like that. You don't look down on somebody because you're prettier than they are. You know, I told y'all before, you know, I am what I preach. I told y'all, there's no telling who you liable to see me around. And I ain't got no problem with pretty women, y'all. But it seems like a lot of them don't come with a beautiful heart. Seems like that to me. And then their dress get fixed up. The wrong person goes up and asks them to dance. It liable just piss them slam off. That is that what you want to be hooked up with the rest of your life? I don't think so. Ain't like to me. A lot of them girls ain't nothing but trouble. Yeah. And Stephen told me to talk to somebody the other day. Dad, he didn't even want to talk to Stephen. I said, I wished I could have been there. He was a big shot, see. And Stephen was nothing. He wasn't even worth. Man didn't even want to talk to him. But believe me, I talked to Stephen. He told me about it. Let me tell you the kind of people that make it big, y'all. Well, you there, Cat. Oh, let me get my mind on back what I was thinking about. I read that comment and lost my thought just like that. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I remember now. So I was over there roofing the house. Long time ago. It was so long ago I was roofing a new house. And see, I didn't do new houses long. Because that's where you start doing new houses. And then you get into like re-roofing, like you graduate up to get to where you're doing more expensive work, instead of new, which don't pay much. Doing the new houses was a hell of a lot more than I made at the meat market. But anyway, there was a man over there. And and he was just a talking. And I was standing there talking to him. And we stayed out there about 30 or 45 minutes talking. I don't know what the hell he was doing over there. But he turned around and walked off. I said, who was that guy? I don't want to call his name. He's a local here. He's a multi-millionaire. Them's the kind of people, y'all, that make it. You know, he's got a bunch of sons. They ain't like him. But, I can see why that man was a millionaire. He didn't look down. He liked the people. And he used to run across some people like that, pretty regular. Hey, me and Tammy's been out to eat with him before. Not him, but like another millionaire. And more. And that was the same way as the man I talked to when I was over there bidding on the job. Them smart ass people, y'all. Like the man that talked to Stephen. Who wants to be around that? Ain't nobody want to be around that. I told y'all a few times, that. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm just telling y'all about something that got on my mind last night. There was a girl that she was in a beauty pageant. Tammy was in that same beauty pageant. And all the girls in that pageant thought that girl was going to win because she had a rich family. And I was over there one time and they was practicing. I was over there like drunk. And I was out there hollering and cheering and all. They made me leave. The guards made me leave, but the women didn't want me to leave. They booed the guard that made me leave. But and I'm gonna get around to the rest of the story there. And the girl won. A rich girl won. I don't think it was because of her parents being rich. She was beautiful. And she had been in many, many pageants. And you listen to her talk, she was beautiful. She had everything you could put in one person. Well, I seen her working at her kinfolk's store. She knew exactly who I was. I couldn't believe she knew me. Them kind of girls like that usually don't remember somebody like me over 5 minutes. But I hadn't ever talked to her, till she started over here at this store. And I was in there a lot, and I would, sometimes we'd talk and stuff. She told me that she didn't like women. She said that like men was real good. I said, but she didn't have no women friends. Like just thinking about it, I mean, it'll make sense to you. Everybody's jealous of her. You remember that show, y'all, when I built the antenna so I could watch Oconee Trading Post? She was on there for a little while. She could talk, son. She could do it all. I remember her being on there. But the girls didn't like her because she was pretty. And then every man, like looking at her and staring at her. I mean, I remember telling Tammy, I said, "Hell, boy, that girl was pretty now." Tammy got up in the top 6 or 3 or something, 4 or something, whatever it is, in the beauty contest. I tried to get Tammy not to get in it. Because, ask me why I didn't want her to get into the contest. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I didn't want people judging her by her looks. You understand me? A bunch of people looking at you, judging you. Are you pretty or not? Then the girl that won, can't say one bad word about her. The rest of them girls, they embarrassed herself when they called out this girl's name that won. They threw their shit down and walked off the stage. How you think the girl that won felt? Yeah, that's right, Cassie. It ain't right in my book. I mean, I've seen a woman on Fox News before that she was pretty, but she didn't have the brains. There's plenty of people, y'all, a lot more qualified. And hell, you see this everywhere you go. I don't know why so many people sit quiet and don't say nothing. I'm somebody that will say something. I would have liked to kind of crack at that man that was Stephen was around the other day. I would have liked to have got a. I would have liked to have talked to him. It was Fox News. I can't remember what her name is. She's on. She does YouTube. Her name is something Reagan. And I mean, she is pretty and everything, you know. But I mean, you know, all you got to do is on Fox News is be pretty and can read. They not even as smart as me. Yeah, her last name is Reagan, I think. I was telling Tammy the other day, hey, y'all don't think I can't think of some damn stuff in a day's time now. And listen to this. This is just what I'm talking about. Give me a swallow of coffee. You know, the men on Fox News and the other news, you know, they get it there because they are smart. The men are not being judged. They're on there because they are smart. They got these pretty ladies coming up there. These, I'm going to call them news people. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Every one of them is trying to mess with the pretty little girl that started to work there. I don't think none of these pretty girls is studying Bill O'Reilly. You know, he got fired from Fox News for that, you know. And then, you know, the man that used to run Fox News too. There was a movie, you know, about it. They called them girls up there and it's getting her to pull her dress up. But them, I almost forgot what I was saying. Them girls that's moving up to the big time, they not studying them men. They have their eye on another good looking man somewhere. Us men call that being lucky. Man, look at that woman. That joker's lucky. That's like what we think, you know. Us men. And it do appear like all them women is gems on there. It don't mean, so what I'm saying, y'all, it don't mean that every woman that's pretty is mean. I guarantee you, there's women that's smarter. I guarantee you, there's more qualified. I think just everybody, the whole world, just looks at everything wrong. Oh, hey, Water. You gotta ask yourself, if I was on a desert island, you know, you know what? I'm on a desert island right now. You see who I'm with? I'm on a desert island right now. You see who's over here? That man, I was kind of liking that man until I heard him say, I don't like fat women. Man, Tammy was a little chubby when I met her. I had the heart of gold, boy. The heart of gold. That's something everybody needs to think about. A fat man saying he didn't like fat women. And as far as like what I was talking about a little earlier, woman I know, she met a successful man, but younger than her. And he like wants to date her. He likes her, you know. Yeah. Uh, like she don't want to do it because she don't think that's treating him right. Y'all, that rider up there, and every once in a while, be talking about all the women how they love me. They did him too. They did him too. He didn't abuse his power. Oh, they wanted him to. I was with him, y'all. I was with him a lot of times. Then can I ask how the camper's doing? I remember you were fixing up. Have you used it to some? I hadn't even. I've cranked it up, but the camper's fixed. It's ready to go. We just ain't going because it's so hot. And listen, I mean, here's the deal: we can go, but I know if we were to go, we would be sitting in the camper the same way we're sitting in the house here. Me and Tammy don't want to be outside, so I guess now we're just waiting for it to get cooler or lightning to strike or something. And all you would be surprised that the married women tried to mess her wide up. I was there. And in fact, I think they was all married. The ones I remember. But he's actually a lot like me. He don't look down on you. You're not worth having a conversation with him. And I damn sure ain't. I don't care to be in the in crowd if that's what the in crowd is. Who can count me out. And I've been like that my whole life. I ain't never cared, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I've never cared. I, I told y'all about the no count girl. And sometimes I'd call her a housefly. There was another buddy I had. He actually liked the no count girl. Everybody thought she was no count. And it's an easy way for me to be telling y'all who she is. I used to call her a housefly and stuff. We was gonna go to the river one day and we was trying to get up a few people to go, and she called one of these other men that liked her housefly. And he acted like that was a bad word. It just made him mad as hell. He knew where she got that from. People don't have to do too much for you not to think the same of them. My damn little island over here gets smaller and smaller. Did you know that? Like, don't know what to think no more. I've seen a lot. And then I see truth anyway. These, these guys at the sportsman club, they got, I guess you call them board members. Like they have meetings and decide, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And they decide for everybody, what they're going to do with the money and stuff. And I like all them boys. Don't get me wrong. I like them all. But they act like that's a big thing. And I noticed it, like, because one of them was down there. I was talking to one of them. They all hang together. Well, there used to be a board member, he quit. And I started thinking about, that, like listen to that guy talk. And later on, I got to thinking about it. How much they would, and these people are board members, they do it for free. They don't get paid. It just means they high up on the totem pole. And I got to thinking, how much they'd have to pay me to be on the board. And they would have to pay me. I might well do it for $500 a month. And I come to that conclusion and don't know if, I liable to quit, do you? I ain't joking neither, boy. Hey, well, yeah, I just don't care about that kind of stuff. I say, it's all right to be little bitty. It's the rest of the world, you get judged because of this or because of that. Or by the way you talk. If that's what the whole world is, I want to be left out. I'm doing mighty fine right over here. Me and that woman in the bed in there loves me to death. I want to tell y'all I appreciate them. I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all coming in here. I can't sit here and tell you when Tammy do a video, y'all. I can't get her going. And I want to thank y'all for everything. Thank for being the channel, being a success. I might move over to Southern Ideas, and just stay there. But if I was over there, the morning time, there would hardly nobody be watching. It's really hard to get people to go to another channel. It's really hard. You're talking to somebody that's got 5 or 6 channels. It's really hard. But I wouldn't hardly have nobody watching over there at this time in the morning. If it was later on in the day, I would do it over there. But I want to tell y'all I appreciate everything. And, the super chats we get and everything. I want to tell y'all I appreciate. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Oh, I'm probably going to be putting up Mama's video of the stove. Oh, Mama's done asked me about it a couple of times. She said, you can put that video on your channel. She done told me that 2 times. I said, y'all, that's her video. Now, when it winds down, I might take it and put it on this channel or Sudden Ideas or something. But I'm not going to take her video while it's still hot as a firecracker. And if you have a YouTube channel and you telling me about what you're going to make a video on, I'm not going to steal your idea. Oh, I'll tell y'all a quick story, y'all. William had this idea one time to open a pizza restaurant in Wrightsville, which there wasn't none. Wasn't no pizza place. You couldn't get a pizza in Wrightsville. And the representative of the company come out there to talk to William. William had his brother-in-law out there working. And that brother-in-law, heard William and this representative talking. This is pretty dirty, y'all. Whoever that man is, you hear me talking about him, I don't have no respect for him whatsoever. I tell him this to his face. That man beat William opening up a restaurant. The man that was listening Billy Joe's sister's husband was listening. I mean, completely stole William's idea. And William bought a building. Y'all know how buildings is, you see some buildings, they like a bunch of stores right side by side by side by side. They all connected together. William went in there on the one he bought and he tore it completely down, all the way to the dirt. That's why the man beat him, and William's doing the work himself. But that man had a building built. And that man's still doing good. That's pretty crappy, ain't it, y'all? And William probably don't even hold it against him. Me knowing William, I would never speak to none of them again if it was me. Jamie say, you ain't supposed to be like that. Well, I am like that. And y'all hear me talking, and y'all heard me talking. And I'm a bad guy. I don't think so. I'm as straight up as they come. I won't cheat you just because I can. or steal your ideas just because I can, or sell you something for good, knowing something's wrong with it. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people that think they know me, and they don't know me at all. The people I'm talking about, the people you hear me talking about on here every once in a while, they're guilty as hell. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Thank you for the silent viewers. Hey, y'all. Thank you for everything. Bye bye.